Hi folks, this is my 5th vlog. Today we'll talk about 10 different ways how to find a job in supply chain. I get a lot of messages on LinkedIn and Facebook and Twitter from people who just want to find a job, and they send me the email or message, a long email with the CV or something like this, asking, sir, can you please find me a job? I know there's this and this, can you please find me a job? It never work. It will never work, right? Because the thing is, we as a supply chain managers, executives or leaders, recruitment is not our thing, right? Our job is to manage people and do what our organization asks us to do. Okay, so let me help you out here, right? By making this video to help you out how you're gonna find a job if you want to leave your current job or want to promote yourself for a bigger and better things. So this is what you have to do. Number one, right? First, find the relevant job, right? Sending random CVs, standard CVs to anything, to anybody will never work. The internet is big. There is a lot of job searching website. You go and you have to find the relevant job which fits to your CV, okay? And apply. Second, you need to get your CV updated. So there's a lot of websites, a lot of helpful websites. Most of the recruitment companies have a segment which helps you how to improve your CV, right? And what are the key tips and tricks? There's a lot of CV builders out there. Use them and basically make it look more professional. And there's a lot of advice on what is good CV look like, bad CV look like. I'm not an expert, but go and search yourself and find what suits you, right? The second advice within the same category, I would say, is do not send standard CVs to everywhere. That is probably one of the fatal mistakes. What you have to make sure, the job you're applying, customize your CV to that relevant job. That is very important. The third one, see, we as a supply chain managers, we are not recruiters, right? There are people in the world right now whose job is to find yourself a job. They are known as recruitment agencies. They are recruiters. They are headhunters. Their job is to find you a job, right? What you need to do is to get to them, right? And this is what people don't do. They don't, go to your, I'm not going to name few, but the one few I know is like Michael Page, Reed, etc. There's a lot of good people. You need to somehow find them, call them, book an appointment, get into the radar and present your CV, present yourself. Go and see them if need be, right? Because this is very important, okay? So go and contact recruitment agent. They have a lot of vacancies and they will surely help you, because again, as I said, their job is to find your job, right? This is how they make money, right? There is an interest for them to find your job. So the fourth, so this is the age of internet. This is the age of social media, right? The first thing when I receive a CV I do is I go to LinkedIn and try to find that person. If I don't find that person on LinkedIn, right, it's very unlikely I will call that person for an interview, because CV is just not enough these days. You have to put yourself out there. I'm not saying do Facebook or Twitter and all that. I think LinkedIn is probably the best platform where you improve your social media profile, get your skills in, get your recommendation in, ask your friend, family and co-workers to endorse you, put your projects in. I mean, LinkedIn is fantastic, right? So make sure you have a very solid social media profile, especially on LinkedIn, to promote yourself, to promote your skills, promote what you know, and share knowledge. One more thing I say to our people, right? If you know something, doesn't matter about your age or experience, write something and post it on LinkedIn. The more content you share, the more prominent profile your prominent profile you will have, and most likely recruiters will notice you, managers will notice you, and you probably will get the job, right? The fifth one, most people, what they don't do is talk to their family, friends, university co-workers. Every university have a recruitment cell. They have people who do placements. Contact them, go and see them, right? They will surely help you to find a job, right? Because I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. Most of the jobs I've got is through the reference of family and friends. Most companies have actually now a referral scheme to basically refer your family and friends. So ask them. They know people who know somebody who knows somebody. Now, the sixth one, Most people actually leave the job because of the boss or the company they don't like. But in my opinion, if you're thinking you're not getting promoted, something is wrong with that. Your boss is definitely the one who will help you getting your promoting within the organization. So make sure you sit down with your boss, have your development plan, make sure he or she knows where you want to be, where you want to get developed, and come up with the development plan which leads to your next job. It could be change of positions, it could be change of department, it could be change of function altogether, but make sure you have a plan with your boss. Number 7, if you are a supplier, for example, I've been contacted by a few people who are engineers and marketing people, and they want to get into supply chain, and I think that's pretty good, right? And I would encourage that. Similarly, if you're supply chain people, do not write off going into manufacturing, right? Going into trade management, going even into product management, right? That would help you to enhance your commercial skills, your knowledge and business acumen, right? That's possible as well. So do not write off that opportunity. The 8th one, I think the people, especially the graduate, ask me, sir, we don't have any experience, we only have degree, what should we do? Right? I think it's pretty simple, right? There's a lot of graduates program in big companies. Most of the small companies want to take a risk on graduates because you have a high learning curve, you have a high theoretical mindset at the point if you graduate. But again, come to the first point, you have to apply for the relevant jobs. I have written a blog. I've given a link in the comments box. 3 jobs a graduate can apply, which supply chain coordinator, supply chain analyst. In any of those jobs, you do not need any experience. What you need is a theoretical knowledge and a desire to do a lot of hard work and a good personality, good networking skills. You'll get there, right? And my experience for hiring graduates is pretty good. And I have like 6-7 promotions, and 3 times out of that, I end up replacing a guy which I hired as a graduate. So, as a graduate, supply chain graduate, you have a very good chance of entering into one of those jobs. And the 9th and the most important, if you get a job, make sure you prepare for the interview. People just turn up, and which really annoys me at times, when I ask them a question, okay, have you read the job spec? What do you think? 6 out of 10 times, people do not read job spec. That is a fatal mistake. Do not do that. Read the job spec, research the company, research the people who will interview you. Make sure you know as much as you can know without meeting people. Please do that. Please read the job description. Please read about the company. Very, very important, right? Because that is one of the few initial questions, generally managers ask. And there's other interview questions which I have written a blog which people really like. 23 supply chain interview questions, procurement interview questions. Again, I've given a link to those blogs in the comment box. You can see them. If you just Google supply chain interview questions and procurement interview questions, hopefully you will find my SCMDOJO links about those blogs in first 2 or 3 Google links. So make sure you prepare for interview and prepare very well. There's a lot of informative material out there on Google first page. Try to find, okay? And the 10th one, and the most important one, do not give up. People generally give up after applying like 7-8 times. Not good enough. You have to keep applying and applying and applying until you get there. You will get it. People need supply chain professionals. You will get the job. Just do not give up. Hopefully you like what we're doing at SCMDOJO. Hopefully you like the other blogs which you can find on a video box. We are also creating some very useful guides. There's a useful courses on the website as well. Please click on that, increase your knowledge, prepare for the interview, and good luck. Thank you.